Hey y'all, it's another Getting Real with Ashleydawn. I'm Ashleydawn. You already know this. And my friend Tyler, again, has encouraged me to do some videos because where it gets dark so early, when I get off of work, it's dark, so I can't really film. And then it's dark in the morning when I'm getting ready for work. So filming has been a little bit difficult, but I am going to move some stuff around so that I can film more during the day. Also, I asked him, I said, okay, you want me to do videos? What topics are you thinking about? And he said, well, what about Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is coming up. And I'm like, you know what? That is a great topic to talk about. Let's talk about Thanksgiving. What are you thankful for? What are you thankful for? For me, there's a million things that I'm thankful for. I try to be thankful every day, even on the ugly days when I'm frustrated and when I'm stressed out and when I might be a little bit on the depressed side. Like, I always try to think about something to be thankful for. Look for the silver lining somewhere in the storm clouds. Somewhere there is something to be thankful for. Somewhere there is a blessing hidden in the mess. Somewhere there is good. Don't know where it is at times, but I look for it. I just want to encourage you to look for the blessing. No matter what situation that you're facing, you always have something to be thankful for. Even if it's just the air in your lungs and that you're breathing. There's a million people in the hospital on oxygen or on ventilators that wish they could breathe on their own. That is something to be thankful for. Even if it's just having a vehicle to take you to work, having a job, and I say even if it's just, don't let me limit that. There are people in other countries that their only prayer is that they would even have work, and they would walk 10 miles to get there if they could have work. So a lot of times perspective helps us, because we get in this little snow globe of our own life, and our life gets shaken up and all this snow is falling in on us, and we don't realize that we really are blessed. We're so blessed. We're so blessed as a nation to be in America. We are so blessed. We are just so stinking blessed. And so often we forget that. So often we maybe think about everything else. Maybe we think about the world around us. Maybe we think about, bills. I know for me, that's been a huge struggle. It's like, okay, I got more bills than I got money. What am I gonna do? Maybe it's your children. Maybe your children are, gone. They're not talking to you. Maybe they are talking to you, but they're driving you crazy. And you're like, I know I wanted to be a mom, and I signed up to be a mom, and I can't unsign up to be a mom, but this is hard. And it's so easy to look around at your life and your situations and want a different life, especially if you're on social media. You see everybody else's highlight reels, and you're like, well, I want their life. You look at your husband and he's fussing with you, and you look at other pictures, and there's a husband that did a romantic beach anniversary picnic. Shout out Jim and Ashley. Jim and Ashley just celebrated their 1-year wedding anniversary. And so he had a whole picnic planned out on the beach and a chalkboard. It was romantic. But, if you're sitting at home with some guy on the couch that's, barking orders at you, it would be really easy to look at her pictures and be like, man, I wish I had Jim. Man, I wish I had her husband. But God didn't give you her husband. And if you're looking at her husband, you better stop, because Ashley will punch you. But my point is, it's so easy to look at our life and to be like, well, I don't like this. For instance, what I'm wearing. I could see somebody in a nice outfit and be like, well, I want what she's wearing. Well, am I thankful for the clothes that I'm wearing? Am I thankful for the shower that I took this morning? Am I thankful for the air in my lungs? Am I thankful for the gifts that God has given me? Or am I so busy looking at the gifts that God gave somebody else and envying and coveting and wanting what they have, that I forget about what He's given me? Oh my goodness gracious. We have to pause. Jesus, please be with these little ducks that are trying to cross the road. Please help these cars not run them over. I think they're not. I think they're stopped. And they're letting these little ducks cross. Jesus, don't let anybody hit them. Poor little mama's just trying to get her ducks to the other side of the road. Oh, good, they stopped. That makes me very happy. Little duckies. Oh my goodness, they're so precious. Ooh, let me stay in my lane. Good night. I'm trying to protect ducks and I'm not even paying attention. I probably should edit that out of this video. Mom, listen, no ducks were harmed in the filming of this video. No Ashleydawn's were harmed in the filming of this video. But so often it's easy for us to look at somebody else, look at somebody else's life. Driving in my car, I cannot tell you how many times I look at other cars. I'm like, ooh, that's a nice car. That's a truck. I like trucks. So I look at trucks, I'm like, ooh, that's a nice truck. Big old Silverado. Ooh, that's a nice truck. Or one of the like Lariats with the, it's like a really pretty, like a butterscotch leather color interior. I'm like, ooh. Or those new Tellurides. Listen, I don't like Kia at all. But when they first came out with those Tellurides, I was like, oh, okay. I convinced several friends to buy them. They're like, what kind of car should I get? Get a Telluride. What kind of car? Get the Nightfall package. Like, get it blacked out. That's cute. And all my friends are buying it. And I'm like, dang it, why am I giving them my car, recommendations? But it's easy to be in your car and to look at somebody else's car and to want what they have. But do you want the bills that they're paying to keep what they have? Do you want the stress that they're under to keep what they have? I look at people with really good jobs, right? And I'm talking like, I have friends that make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, and they're, tell me how stressed they are at work. I'm like, yeah, but you make a lot of money. And they're like, yeah, but I pay for it in stress. I'm like, oh, I'd like to have your paycheck sometimes, but I don't want all the stress you're under. I have friends that run companies and manage organizations and manage boards and have employees under them and have people that answer to them. And I'm like, ugh. Sometimes I can't even tell myself what to do. How am I going to delegate and tell 500 employees what to do? Like, I think I'll stay with my little paycheck because I don't really have all the stress that $250,000 a year paycheck comes with. But it's easy for us to not see what we have, to miss the forest for the trees. To be walking through the trees and be like, where's the forest at? You're in it. Where's your promised land in? You're in it. You're in it. Sometimes we're so busy looking for something that we really fail to see what we already have. We really fail to see what God has already given us. God has blessed us with so much, and so often we forget it. We take it for granted. We overlook His blessings, and we think it's coincidence. Listen, nothing in life is a coincidence. Nothing. If you believe that everything's a coincidence, then you won't believe in blessings. I don't believe that anything is a coincidence. I believe that everything is on purpose, for a purpose, with purpose, by the King of purpose, God. Tropical smoothie I paid for this morning. I brought my wallet for all of those concerned with my wallet situation. It is currently in my purse. But we forget, and it's so easy to forget what we have, take what we have for granted. It's so easy. So for Thanksgiving, first of all, happy Thanksgiving. I want you to think about all the things that you don't thank God for all the things that you think are just there just because. That, your house that you wake up in and you stub your toe, walk into the bathroom. Are you thankful for your house? That refrigerator you open and close a million times because you can't find nothing to eat. Is there food in it? Are you thankful for the food in it? Even if it's not necessarily what you're in the mood for or what you're craving. That car that sometimes certain things on it don't work. Are you thankful you have a ride and you don't have to walk anywhere? There are blessings everywhere if we would just open our eyes to see them. So that's my Thanksgiving encouragement. Open your eyes, see what's around you, and then thank God for it. And I'm going to even challenge you with something even a step farther than that. Thank God for the bad stuff. And you're like, Ashleydawn, what are you talking about? Thank God for the bad stuff. When you're stressed out, thank Him for it. Thank Him that you have an ability to be stressed out. Thank Him that something is happening in your life, even if it isn't necessarily good. And you're like, Ashleydawn, you have lost your ever-loving mind. You want me to thank God for the bad stuff in my life. Yes, I do. I do want you to thank God for the bad stuff in your life. I want you to thank God for everything in your life. And then I want you to tell me how much your life changes. Because our life can change when we're thanking God for the good stuff. But when we grow, and really it is grow because you have to plant the seeds and water them every day. When we grow a spirit of thanksgiving, when we grow a spirit of thankfulness, when we grow that and we say, you know what, God, not only am I going to be thankful for the good stuff, but I'm also going to be thankful for the bad stuff. I'm going to be thankful for everything. It says in the Bible to be thankful, to pray, to thank God for everything that He's given us, even when it's not good, even when it's not what you asked for. Have you ever prayed thank God for something, and you're like, God, this is not what I asked for. This is not what I wanted. But thank you anyway. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for my life, even though it isn't necessarily the life I would have chosen, the life that I wanted. God, thank you for my life. I'm going to get my nails done. I'm very thankful that on this Thanksgiving Day, I get to get my nails done. But I love you. You are seen. You are celebrated. You are loved. God has amazing plans for you. Don't ever forget it. Oop, hit the curb. I'll catch you in the next one.